It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Thursday, the 13th of February. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather much calmer today. We'll have a nice push of dry air coming in here. The sky becoming partly to mostly sunny. The next concern is a dynamic system coming in here over the weekend. We'll take a close look at that. But first off, this is where we stand early this morning, the upper air look. And you can see a long wave trough just west of the state. That's the upper air feature that provided the dynamic support for the rain and storms we had yesterday and last night. Here's the radar composite. You can see we had that last batch of showers and storms over the southeastern tip of the state. Still raining down around Dothan, Ozark, Enterprise, Headland. That will be clearing the state soon, and the sky becomes partly to mostly sunny today. North Alabama getting into some colder air, down to 39 for Haleyville, Cullman 41, Huntsville 44. But again, south of the front, you've got 60s, mid-60s for Montgomery, Dothan, and Mobile. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. All those flash flood watches here in the Deep South, those will expire this morning. The next system you can see out west producing a lot of mountain snow. All the counties in pink out there, those are winter storm warnings. So here's the severe weather outlook for today. There is a marginal risk, and again, that's for the leftover activity early this morning, and really it will be clear of Alabama soon. A marginal risk over parts of South Georgia and the Florida Panhandle this morning. Tomorrow, no severe storms expected across the country. But let's jump ahead to day 3, which is Saturday. And understand, as you look at this outlook, this includes Saturday night to 6 a.m. Sunday. And we have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk over the western counties of Alabama, including places like Hamilton, Fayette, Tuscaloosa, Demopolis. The rest of the state in a level 2 out of 5 risk. And this will primarily be for Alabama, a long squall line, a QLCS, if you will, coming in here Saturday night into the pre-dawn hours Sunday. This is the probabilistic outlook. And those numbers are pretty robust. Where you see the hatched area, that means there could be significant severe weather. And by that, a pretty good bit of wind damage from straight line winds or maybe a strong tornado in there, and that's in that enhanced risk. And the probability of severe weather within 25 miles of a point in the enhanced risk area is 30 to 44%. And again, that's pretty significant. So we'll take a look at the data here on this in just a second. This is rain for the next 7 days. And of course, this will be with our weekend system and with rain that occurs with the system out there toward the middle of next week. Rain amounts for most of the state in the 1 to 2 inch range. But goodness, we had some whopper totals with this last storm system. Storm totals exceeded 5 inches in a number of spots. Tuesday and yesterday. And it will be very interesting to see this product this morning. Now, it will not include some of the rain we had yesterday, but again, I think we can clearly say the drought conditions have ended. We've had drought-busting rains here. So, model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 3. Troughing, lifting north and east, and again, a good punch of dry air coming in here. The sky becoming partly to mostly sunny, with highs in the 50s for North Alabama, low 60s in South Alabama. This is the high-resolution HURRD this evening, and rain's out of here. Tomorrow now, early in the day, will be below freezing for the northern half of the state. Lows in the upper 20s and low 30s, a cold start. High tomorrow, upper 50s and low 60s. The sky should be mostly sunny. So Saturday, here comes our next system. Got a 1,001 millibar low that's southwest of Memphis, around the Mississippi Delta. And again, for Alabama, I really think the bulk of the day Saturday will be dry. It will be mild, becoming windy. Temperatures probably reaching the 70s in many spots. And all of that will be coming in here late Saturday night into the pre-dawn hours Sunday. And again, as we look at this, first off, let's check the instability. This is a little after midnight Saturday night. This is 1 a.m. Sunday. And there is instability basically statewide this time. With the deal yesterday, the air stayed very stable across the northern half of the state, as we expected. This time we could have some instability all the way up into parts of Tennessee. So that's in place. And the one thing about this system, the wind fields will be very, very strong, much stronger than the system we just experienced. And I really believe the way it's lining up now, and understand we're not within range of the good 60-hour high-resolution convection-allowing models yet. We'll be there tomorrow, but it looks like just a long linear-type QLCS will come in here late Saturday night. And if that's the case, the main threat would be from damaging winds, damaging straight-line winds. Of course, with any situation like that, there could be an embedded brief tornado within the line, but the main concern, strong winds with that line. But again, let's get within 60 hours of this event. We'll get the good high-resolution modeling, and we can see more about how this thing plays out. But it looks like it'll be a late night, early morning thing, late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. A long squall line, main threat, damaging straight-line winds. And then during the day Sunday, it's out of here. Everything is gone. The sky clearing, will be cooler. And by Monday morning of next week, we'll be in the 20s for the northern half of the state. And the high Monday, upper 40s for North Alabama, 50s for South Alabama. Tuesday, we're still dry. Tuesday morning, North Alabama will see a freeze. And then Wednesday, we've got a fairly interesting system coming here. And this will not, the one good thing about this system at the middle of next week, this will not be a severe weather situation. This is going to be a Gulf low type thing, and that will bring, obviously, rain to the state. And the question is, could we see any wintry precipitation? And again, you can see that the GFS is hinting that there might be some snow with this thing over Tennessee and southern Kentucky at the middle of next week, with Alabama just getting a cold rain. So let's look at the European middle of next week. And it's got a broad low that's over southeast Alabama. And again, a cold rain here, but north and west of Alabama. Some potential for freezing rain and snow for places like Memphis, up into Nashville and parts of Kentucky, Louisville. So it'll be interesting to see how the models kind of play out on this thing. Again, that's the GFS, and this is the European. The idea is the same. And again, confidence is high. There's no chance of any severe storms with this. It'll be a cold rain. The big question is, could we see some wintry precipitation probably on the backside as it lifts out? And typically when you have that kind of deal, we don't see that much, but it's an interesting thought. But again, this is 6 days out, and it's just too early to call. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday the 20th. The flow is zonal. That feature is on by, and we are just cool and dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 22nd. Get a little shortwave coming through here, maybe some rain south and east of here, maybe near the Gulf Coast. But again, that looks just kind of cool and dry. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble for the rest of February, and we're looking for the green line. That's the mean, and the mean is a little over 3 inches. Temperature is roller coaster ride. The high today, 53. Saturday, the high 70. And this is for Birmingham. If you're in South Alabama, you could see mid-70s, maybe upper 70s on Saturday. But then by Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're in the 20s. And then maybe down to 24 by Friday of next week. So you can see we're kind of back in the sub-freezing range next week as winter makes a return. And here's the latest long-range guidance. This is for the 20th through the 26th. And we are in the blue. Temperatures below average. And we all know we can have some very meaningful cold snaps here as we get into March and sometimes April here. So let's look at some of the video yesterday. This is from South Mississippi, Columbia, Mississippi, south of Jackson. You can see that's one of the tornadoes that touched down there. And inevitably, we're going to have some tornado damage down in southwest Alabama. We've had multiple tornado warnings in effect for Choctaw, Washington, Clark, Monroe counties down in the southwestern part of the state. And I do know that some trees were blown down as a result of what could have been some small tornadoes down and through there. Once we get the first light of day, we'll get some survey teams in there. We'll take a look at that. But again, most of the damage seems to have been concentrated down in the southwestern part of the state. I've heard of no specific structural damage. But I tell you what here, what I want to do is let's pop on the radar because I just noticed a tornado warning that popped up for Panama City. So let's look at this together. Again, we're live here at 5:26 on Thursday morning. And you can see a line of severe storms that is west of Panama City Beach, just west of there. And let's pop on the velocity display. And I would imagine what they're looking at is this spot right here. And again, that line segment's about to come right into Panama City itself, Lynn Haven. But again, evidence of some rotation in that storm. In fact, let's animate this real quick. We'll kind of watch it together. And yeah, it looked really good for a while. If you look really carefully, you'll see that one spot where it really looked good. That's going to be a big water spout is what that thing is. But the velocity not quite as impressive. It really ramped up for a couple of volume scans, and it's backed off. So the reason for the tornado warning looks like a pretty good water spout was just offshore there at Laguna Beach. It's coming on shore, and the rotation not quite as impressive. But again, I just wanted to kind of show that as I caught that. Here's where live this morning. So again, that's going to do it this morning. I will be today at Gardendale's First Baptist Church, their kindergarten program. Tomorrow, DeArmonville Elementary School in Calhoun County, Oxford City School there. That's going to be a lot of fun. And again, Saturday, our book signing that was scheduled in Scottsboro has been delayed, postponed because of the Saturday night severe weather threat. We'll be doing that one in March. We'll have details once we get closer. So that's it for this morning. Don't forget you can watch us, of course, on the TV side this evening. That would be ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.